Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Now, I got a chance to look at the Kwame Bust life. Please subscribe to his page because he's bringing that real, and we need to support an athlete who's on that level, bringing nothing but truth. For some reason, they won't let me press subscribe all. They basically just taking it away. Now, here's the thing. Him and Faizon love discuss the go along, get along game. And I'm not going to really talk a lot about it because I want people to go to his page. That's why I don't really show his videos. I just give shout outs because it's just Kwame Brown is doing something that I believe people are really not paying attention to. And he's regurgitating the things that others have talked about. And this is a breath of fresh air. So we don't need people getting jealous or hateful. Even the choke no joke thing, I didn't like that. I felt like Choke was disrespectful. He should have reached out first instead of making a video, but he's a clout chaser. That's who he is. Very informative brother. Strong guy. He has his own stuff. I respect his hustle, respect his grind, but he's a clout chaser. Let's just call it what it is. And for him to say what he said, it really pissed me off because it's like you're falling into the trap that the rest of these weak ass black men are falling into, which is not being a man and reaching out and asking him or telling him that, yo, that was my footage, and I found it. Instead of being a man, you want to be a beta male and do that. Now, this isn't an attack on Choke. He ain't gonna ever hear this because I'm a very small channel. But if he did, I wouldn't get upset if he dissed me. I don't get upset at stuff like that. The thing is that you have to understand is that we are not only the people, we are those, we're the last real men alive. It's not a lot of real men no more. Like, unless we're being controlled or have a leash on us, or you know, unless we act with, how do I say it? Unless we act with, succumbing to the BS, then that's the only way we'll be recognized. That's the only way we'll be respected. Women want us to be dogs. They want to glorify the women instead of the real men. And Faizon Love says something perfect. That it's not just black men going through it, it's all men of all races. And he's right. They are. Excuse me. I've seen some Latinos going through it where the Latinas are just running them like they ain't nothing, treating them the same way like the black women do the black men. But the only difference is black men are being punished the most because the black men are the kings of the earth. I don't care. I don't care that, I don't care what people are trying to say about it. If you are a dark-skinned brother, then you basically are you're basically seen as the bottom of the barrel. You're being destroyed because of your color of your skin. The brothers dark that are dark are being looked at as, oh, well, they're nothing. They can't do nothing. They're not anything. And it's like, this has been the thing. The lighter you are, first it started off with the lighter you are, the closer to the table you can be. You're the house nigga. The house nigga was basically light skinned. The field nigga was those that were dark. And as the times grew, you have house niggas who now some of them are darker than Steven Jackson and what's his name? Charlemagne. Darker than them, and they're house niggas. And then you have the light skinned who are like that, who are soft, so it's it's basically it's basically going in a circle. And the time is, what I'm trying to explain to people is that it doesn't matter now. Now it's like, if you follow a certain rule, which is you do whatever your white massa tell you to do, that's the only way you're gonna get in. Like entertainment, just like Faizon Love said, they don't make any money. Entertainers don't. Rappers, they don't make any money. The only way they make money is if they're independent. Yeah, they may have to pay more fees for production and everything, and it comes out their pocket, but at the end of the day, they have their freedom. And this is what American and a lot of other places have done. They've tried to take away our independence, so we depend on them. So they make it harder for you to run your own business. They make it harder for you to open up your own company and make it global or make it corporate. You have to basically succumb to some things they give you, or it ain't gonna work. Now there have been some who made it through the cracks and who have very how do I say it? They have functioning companies today. They're continuously doing what they have to do. But the problem is this, and this is all I try to tell people, is that they want us to continue being sheep, and it's easy to manipulate you. For example, like the Bill Cosby thing. It's funny how for Bill Cosby they can go all the way back in time, because it says that it's a cap on how far you can go back to try somebody on anything, murder or whatever. But for some reason, they could do that to Bill Cosby. But the white guys, oh no, you can't do that to the white people. You can't do that to the pink folk at all. You can't do that. And that's the mindset. Now, I disagree with Faizon and Kwame on this issue, saying that racism doesn't stop you from getting anywhere. It actually does. What it does is they use their influence to tear you down. And the media is used to tear the brothers down. That's prejudice and racism. They only show brothers in the negative way, as animals, where they show the whites in another way, where they're the heavenly God, they're the father. And this is what causes racism. Now, I agree with both men. Everything is basically mind control. So people will make you feel like, oh, well, because you're this color, you could never be this or never be that. And that's been the problem of our community. Our community has been stagnant because we have just shown we don't care. We want to smoke weed all day. We want to drink. We want to mess with different type of women or different type of men. And it's like we're not showing as men that we're powerful. If men came together and said, look, we're stopping all this bullshit. This is us. We're men. If you don't like what we're doing, if you don't like what we're trying to give to you guys, then you guys can kick rocks. Men have lost their way. And it's because of everything that's going on, the box they put us in. And the thing is, Asians, like Faison Love was saying, Asians came together to create a stop hate. All the black men could come together and stop it. And then they also said something key. Who cares about the Republican and Democrat Party? They both ain't nothing but they both racist and masses. They're both our masses, which it's like which massa you wanna it's like what massa you wanna serve today. That's just how it is. What master you gonna serve? What master you gonna bow to? You know, and they've kept a lot of my videos stagnant because I'm not making the content that they like. If you don't kiss up or say what you say, then they're not going to promote you. They don't care. They want to keep you as low as possible. But also here's some things as well people got to understand and look at. The thing is this. Those that are gay or of the homosexual um those who are homosexual and things like that, they get more jobs than those that are straight men. Look at TV. You got a lot of guys who are very feminine. Um and that go that way. And to me, I've I've grown up and seen men who were homosexual. They dressed up like men. They weren't putting on dresses or putting on, they considered those agates. I'm not gonna say the F word, but agates. They saw them as agates. Like seriously, they didn't like that because they felt like they were just trying too hard or they were just needing attention. And that's why I don't respect those men who dress like a female. You don't like females, right? But you dress like a female. That don't make any sense. And then you have those who are lesbian who dress like men or be butch, but they don't like men. So they're already showing that they really like that, but they just don't like it. It's kind of a catch 22 if you think about it. So my thing is this: they don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They don't want to listen to the truth. All they want to be able to do is control. And if they can control, then their life is good. If they can cause a spectacle or cause division, their job is done. And that's what they're using the black men like Charlemagne and all these other guys, the Tommy Summer, whatever his name is. So, you know, he is nothing but a plant they sent to try to knock Kwame off of what he's doing. And that's the truth. And people can say, "Oh no, that's not true," but it is the truth. All of these guys are nothing but plants that come in and basically cause mischief and cause confusion. They're basically Loki. They're the Loki of this real world. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they like. That's what they want to promote. But if you promote black family, black love, this thrown to the side, people don't respect it. People will say, "Well, that's cool and all, but I can't stand this woman." Why you can't stand her? You can't stand her because of what? This is the thing. As men, we just have to be men. You have to let her know, look, this is how it's going to be. You have to set that precedence and let her know from the get-go, look, this is who I am, this is what I'm going to be. Women are going to be who they are at the end of the day. They're going to test your authority. They're going to test what you see. It is what it is. But the thing is that too many times we're going for women's looks all the time. Now, I'm not saying go get the ugliest woman in the batch, but we have to go after a woman who piques our interest and who could challenge us mentally. Because if a woman could get on the same wave pattern that you are mentally, you guys can go far. Now, I'm not giving no relationship advice. I'm not no Kevin Samuel because my relationship history is crap. And I have not been good in relationships because I'm not the best in the bedroom. I'm not. I'm not the best. I have my good days and I have bad days. It is what it is. I gotta accept it. My man don't touch the end of the world. It doesn't. I wasn't blessed. I wasn't blessed to walk outside and throw it on my shoulder like, "Hey girl, come here." You know, I wasn't. So I it doesn't matter to me of that. To me, that's the problem. Women always think, "Oh, cuz you're not your size isn't at that caliber, you ain't shit." And that's what they've been taught. It is. And if you keep thinking that way, you're always going to get screwed. Men as well. Men think because a woman doesn't get as wet as the other women or as aquafina, as we called it, they feel like she's inadequate or she's whack. That may be the case for both men and women if they can't fulfill your sexual desires. But see, women and men today are so sexually desired and wanting sex or wanting to be satisfied. If you don't know how to satisfy yourself, how are you going to satisfy your partner? That's all I'm saying. We don't want to have that talk. That talk, that real talk. Me, I've been called all type of names. I've been dissed by women saying, "Oh, you're small, you ain't all this, you're fat and all." I've been dissed. It happens. But as a man, I didn't go in the corner and cry and say, "I don't love myself. I can't deal with it." No, I got my fat ass up and I went to go work. I went to go do what the hell I had to do. That's what you have to do. People ain't gonna like you. There's people I've been around who have been right. They do everything right for women. They sexually please them. They bring the finances to the house. They did all this for them. And you know what happened? They still got treated like shit. And I've seen some women appreciate men who do all of that. And the man end up cheating on that woman. So I've seen both sides of the pendulum. We can't just stick to one thing and say, "Oh, it's this and that." I'm not finna come on here. I'm not the best at giving advice like alpha male strategy. Shout out to that brother. He has a great page. He teaches men empowerment and men being having love for themselves and being strong. Jada Black, he preaches about the modern day women, how they're confused, and then you got these men who aren't men. They're really simps. They're just women with dicks. That's all they are. That's all they are. And then you have Carcino, who shows you confidence, shows you I'm man. This is who I am. I don't have the tattoos. I don't have the ear piercings. I don't have none of that stuff. I'm me. I do what I want to do. You know, you have Ticket TV, who is just in your face like, "Look, this is how I feel," cuss you out. You know, he only blocks you if you bring that bullshit. Now you may still get blocked if you're agreeing with them, but that's life. Me, I don't have an ego. I don't care. I just want to continue preaching truth and just being who I am. I can't fake being something. I tried to lie growing up. I sucked at it. I tried to be a pimp. I sucked at it. I tried to be a player. I sucked at it. I sucked at a lot of things. I just do. And people may hear this and be like, "Ha ha ha," laugh. That's cool. Laugh at me. It's like Kevin Hart said, "Laugh at my pain." But I'm not going to be sensitive like Kevin Hart when you diss him for cheating and then he wants to take it personal. But the thing is, us as men have got to pull one another up. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Spanish, Asian, whatever nationality you are, what color you are, light skinned, dark skinned in the black community or brown, we need to lift each other up. Because the more you glorify the division, the more it's going to happen. The more you be like, "Man, F that bitch, fuck that bitch," the more division happens. And I'm not perfect. When I was young, I was listening to the machine. I got so many I done messed up so many times. I'm just thanking God I'm still here. Because I have. I grew up spoiled with a spoon in my mouth. And I tried to trust people. I've gotten robbed before, I've gotten taken advantage of before, but who cares? That's the part of learning. If you don't learn how to deal with what life is bringing you and you're sheltered all the time, you're not going to know the things to be appreciative of. You're not going to know what you need to do. And I just think a lot of times, and I thank Kwame Brown Bust Life, man, for real. Like, I appreciate your page. You and Faizon Love really killed it. Please go watch that because it's funny and it's a lot of truth. And Faizon Love tells the truth. Those are what conversations of men have. Not when Kwame and Tommy were going at it. You had a man and then you had a little boy. One guy wanted attention, likes, views, and more people to come see him, while the other one wanted to get to the bottom of this and basically squash it and move on. But see, Kwame, he's not from our, he's not built like us. See, if I had a problem with Uncle Frank or Detroit T, I'm gonna call them. I got their number. Who did it? I got his number. I don't have Christian number, but I would let Christian know. Yo, Christian let me know when me and my boy Sean went at it. He told me straight up, man, HD, you was wrong for what you did and stuff. Me, I didn't feel like I was wrong, and I still don't feel like I was wrong. But at the end of the day, I apologize because that's what men do. Me and him heard both sides. We didn't cut each other off. We didn't blast one another. We listened. And that's how men handle things. And I wanted to do that StreamYard because I wanted people to see. I don't care if it's only one view or if it's a million views. I want people who are the real to see how black men build. It ain't about, you ain't got to be gay because you tell your brother, hey, I love you. I tell my brother that every day, I love you, man. I tell my cousins, my male cousins, I love you, man. There's nothing wrong with telling a black man, man, I love you, dog. I hope you do well today. There's nothing wrong with it. But see, we're so programmed in this world. You soft if you do that. You soft if you do that. No, I'm just a man. It's not being soft. It's that I want that brother to make it. Even the brothers that I don't like or like listening to, I hope they make it. I hope Tommy makes it. I hope Moist Watkins make it. I hope they make it. I hope the fake thug Tommy makes it. I hope these guys make it. Because they're black men at the end of the day. I don't wish death upon anybody. I don't even wish death upon my enemy. So we have to get out of this mindset of not thinking for ourselves. Everybody thinks for themselves. Like I told you, me and C Pen, we disagree about things, but it's logic behind why we disagree. He's not coming at me saying, oh, you stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, like that other character did. I can't think of his name, and I don't even want to mention his name because he talking all this super thug gangster stuff. Look, if you're on the internet, you're not a thug, you're not super, bruh. You're not. If you were really about that life, you wouldn't be online talking to me about basketball. So stop trying to be this and that and trying to show that you're big and bad. You're not. You're just a regular man like I am doing what you have to do to make it. You know. But I was proud of this interview, man. Please please subscribe to Kwame Brown Bust Life. Please subscribe to Carcino for Life and Screen Fiend, One Crack News, and please get on his Patreon. His Patreon is awesome. I learn something new every day. I learn something new, and that's all I'm about is learning. Subscribe to Ticket TV, his pro basketball updates, his boxing channel, all of that stuff, and go subscribe to his LDBC. They doing big things. Too raw for TV. I don't agree with him or Ticket on a lot of things, but I love for them to build. I like how they give their honest opinion and they stick to it. They're men. All of us as men don't need to agree, but we can also agree that we're all brothers and we need to continue growing. Go subscribe to Who Did It This Time. Go subscribe to C Pen for the Win Show. Go subscribe to Seattle Seahawks Jose Rodriguez. Go support the Mac Mizzle Show. These brothers, we are trying to create a movement. YouTube can't stop us. They can try their best to sabotage channels. It doesn't matter if you have 2 subscribers or you have 1 million subscribers. If you're preaching that real, you're preaching it. Go subscribe to Self Talk. Self Talk bringing that heat. And if I forgot anybody, man, I apologize. Oh yeah, go subscribe to my boy Unapologetic. Go subscribe to him, man. He's preaching truth. We've got to get out of this we've got to get out of this notion. We've got to get out of this notion that it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's not. It's about everybody. It's about all of us. Okay? So, thank you all for listening, man, and please go watch that video of Faizon Love and Kwame Brown Bust Life. Please go. It is very informative, and Faizon Love tells the truth. So, thank you for listening, and we are out. Daisy.